Hi, Karen Lovely here. Welcome to the Power of Self-Evolution. Consciousness evolution is really what we're talking about here. And we're also talking about the power of sense of self, the power of self-love. Um, and so this is part 3 of the series that I'm doing on the blessings of the death of Angel, my horse. And we're now getting to the part of the miracles. So, um, the miracle aspect of the loss or the death of someone or something. Now, in part 2, we talked about, and I believe in part 1, we talked about blessings are actually right in front of us, happening in real time as we're going through it, but the brain doesn't register them as blessings because we're triggered into fear and loss. So now we left off in part 2 with understanding blame, being a victim and a martyr, and how to, the key is letting go of all that, transforming that, and being able to be at a place of peace. Without blame, there's a presence of peace. And when we're in the peace, we can now be more connected to the frontal lobe where the part of the brain that's responsible for clarity and critical decision making, rationale. And so we can start to see things in a more empowering light. So that said, Marilyn is here to join me once again. Thank you for being here for part 3, Marilyn. Welcome.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here. I'm very excited about this topic.
Yes, the miracles and what I call magic of the death of someone or something. In this particular case, the death of my horse, self evolution through horses, evolving self through evolving consciousness. Yes. And seeing what we don't know is even there to see. Knowing what we don't know makes the difference. So now I left off with also the part of getting distracted. So we knew the messaging from Angel, focus on my divine calling and purpose for me. And now I talked about how the human brain, but my brain said the good news and the bad news is now that I'm healing mentally and emotionally through the death of Angel, and seeing that it was time for me to really focus and step up in my purpose and career, and my what I call my divine purpose and calling. Now I have to face it. So now what it gets triggered is fear and oh no, and I got to be with this. It's confronting. So you with me, Marilyn?
Yes,
Now,
exactly.
right? It's wonderful. I have peace, and in that peace, I had clarity. In that clarity, I had confidence to pursue and level up in something in my purpose. And then I get triggered and oh my God, what does that look like?
Yes,
What does that even
exactly.
mean, right?
Yes. Whole new cycle begins.
Yes, thank you. The whole new cycle begins and we are confronted and we're in, oh no, what does this mean? How do I do this? Where do I go? What
Yes.
direction? Right?
Yes. Hmm.
So many different ideas flooding through. And,
Yes.
one moment I'm declaring focus, the next moment I'm confronted with, oh God, I don't even know what this looks like, which automatically triggers the fear mechanism. The
Hmm.
the amygdala, the emotional center, hates the unknown. And so we're back to the fear. So cut two. So we knew June 3rd, 2024, Angel dies. I go immediately into processing and I'm immediately getting mental, emotional, spiritual results, right? I'm
Yes.
feeling better, feeling at peace, feeling the serenity, the tranquility, the divinity of it. And
Yes.
then I'm now confronted with not avoiding, but jumping the gun to get started,
Yes.
and I'm
Yes.
lost. So then
Mm.
my brain, yeah. So then my brain, what's interesting, oh, okay, I also talked about when we have a loss and we're feeling such pain, our natural human inclination is mask the pain. Just get
Yes.
another horse, go fix it.
Yes.
Yes?
Mhm.
Just, you know, not deal with the pain unconsciously and subconsciously, mask it. I easily could have gotten another horse, but here's what's interesting. This time I was like, no more horses ever. Because yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
why did that happen? Oh, something brilliant just hit me. Why did I go no more horses ever? Is because I had once again, after losing many horses, opened up and expanded my heart bandwidth, my heart to
Yes.
take in more love,
Mhm.
more connection, more um, of more confidence in having even manifested and bought this horse. You see this?
Yes.
Yes. And I
Yes,
expanded
exactly.
my heart. So I was even more open, more in love with self, more in love with this horse, which is a higher level horse for me. And
Mhm.
then he's gone. He's
Yes.
deceased. So now
Yeah.
I want to shrink my heart. I want to close it because it's broken.
Yes.
And that's the natural
Yes.
inclination for survival
Mhm.
is shut down. So
Right.
then, of course, I shut down. I said, no, no more horses. I don't think I'll ever get another horse. But that, I worked through that because that was a lie. Of course, I'm going to have
Mhm.
more horses. So I was able to work through that. So then in this time, though, I didn't choose to get another horse. And yet the people around me were offering me horses. You see how
A
tricky that is? Go ahead.
Yeah,
They were,
very yes,
yeah,
exactly. They
right.
wanted you to mask your pain.
Yes, because I care. And
Yeah.
right, just get another horse. I said, no, no more horses. Like, I'm done. And I'm in process. I got to work through this. And I kept
Yes.
having to consciously stop myself from reverting back to the old behaviors and patterns, to the
Right.
old habits, to the
Mhm.
old masking pain, which is an addiction cycle,
Yeah.
and strengthening the new thoughts, perceptions, belief systems. Yes, to say,
Yes.
no, I'm choosing my divine purpose and choosing to level up.
Yeah.
Yes, which I've been choosing that for a long time, but now it's the next level, the next level, the next level. But this is one of the most confronting levels.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
And
Yes, exactly.
so I'm staying on top of it. I could feel the shift. Now, here's what's interesting: the transcendence. You talk about transcendence, but let's not take this word lightly. The transcendence is closer to the automation of transformation,
Yeah.
works into transcendence. Yes. So I
Yes.
could feel this embodied prolific shift, paradigm shift within me. Like
Mhm.
something hit me so hardcore from all these experiences that I said, no more distraction, no more horses. You could, shower me in diamonds, which I love, horses
Mhm.
galore, a $1.5 million show horse. Here, Karen,
Mhm.
have this horse. And I was like, no, not now, because that's not what I'm here for.
Yeah.
That's the shift,
Yes.
right? It
Exactly.
would have been tempting,
Mhm.
but knowing the level of responsibility to even accept that gift, I'm just saying, magic
Yeah.
wand, someone says, oh, you know what? Take this horse and go show it.
Mhm.
And I would have had to say no, because I am not, first of all, it's not my priority. Second of all, I'm not choosing to take on such an enormous responsibility,
Right.
that I want to take all the responsibility energy and use it and concentrate and attend to what really I'm here for. Yeah.
Yes.
However, I'm not going to lie, tempting, tempting, but this time it was like, no, that's the difference. I was like, nope. So here's what's interesting. So different horses, oh, no, thank you. It was easy to say no, but then guess what? A horse that's on my dream list was offered to me.
Yes.
That's the test. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
So a friend, acquaintance, says, I have this horse. I'm going through a divorce. I got to get rid of it. And I said no. I'm not interested right now. Actually, I don't think he actually said that urgent that I got to get rid of it. It was more of I'm ready to like he's going through a divorce. I knew that. He was ready to he had to clean everything up and he had to lighten his load. Yes.
Mhm.
And I have this horse for you and I said, "No, I don't think so." And then time went on. I kept saying no. But I definitely felt different. I said, "Be careful not to take this horse in as a distraction."
Yes.
And that's what I paid attention to. That was the instructional self talk, I call it. I call it the
Yes.
instructional Navy
Mhm.
SEAL self talk. And I kept saying, no, no, no. And then time was ticking. We're talking a month and another month and another month. Oh, that was a difference.
Mhm.
That's what I remember now. So my friend says, I have this horse for you if you want him. And I'm like, no, I'm good.
Mhm.
It wasn't urgent. Then what was really interesting is I said, no, I'm not taking any horses. I don't want that responsibility. Then what happened was months went by. So we're 9 months, 10 months. No, we're at almost a year. Actually,
Yes.
it was more than a year, 12 months.
Yes.
June, July, about the
Mhm.
same time, a year.
Mhm.
And first he says, I have a horse. I'm like, no, thanks. I'm good. Because he had two on my dream list black Frisian horse. Yeah. That
Yeah.
could dance.
Mhm.
And it's been on my list for years. So I was able to say, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. Then the relationship and his divorce starts to get serious. And then you see this? Then as time went by, then he says, okay, I really need to get rid of this horse. Are you interested? I don't think so. Right. I was like, no. Right.
Right.
Then I'm processing, but I'm still saying no. I'm still focused. That's what the difference was. But in the meantime, me staying true to my cause, true to myself, and what mattered to me most in this time, yes, I was
Mhm.
staying true to. And I
Yes.
would not waver, but it was a constant course correction, constant choice over and over. And as the
Yes.
time was going by, everything in my the universe was lining up perfectly to match the vibrational frequency, the energy of my mindset. Think and Grow Rich, brains pick up the vibration of other brains. That's what we want to look at. Do you see this, Marilyn?
Yes, exactly.
I kept saying, no, I am staying right here, right? And I'm focused and determined. Nothing's going to stop me this time. And so the universe lining things up, the horse is still available, right? How do you
Right.
explain it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And at first he's like, hey, take a look at this horse. I'm like, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. Then, so as I'm getting stronger in my conviction, in my passion, in my purpose, yes,
Mhm.
it keeps coming to me more and more on my terms, meaning the new horse
Right.
or a horse. Or,
Yes.
and not just my horse, my life. Everything in
Yes.
my life, right, is coming toward me with more ease. Everything's lining up. So
Mhm.
so in every area of my life, I'm seeing massive progress.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
And then, okay, so now we're up to over a year, just about that time, actually, because I think I was talking to you about this horse before that, before June
Right.
3rd. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because
Yes.
it was presented to me and I kept saying, no,
Yes.
thank you. No, thank you. But then as I'm healing, and by the way, as I'm working on my purpose, I have to go
Yes.
back and look at all old videos and photos. And that's when I knew I was really healed from angels passing is I had to look at all his old photos and videos.
Yeah.
That's what made the difference for me. It
Mhm.
was like, and then I made this little collage for him just to play with so I could learn the function, the app function, right?
Yes.
To make
Mhm.
collages. And I realized I didn't cry. I didn't
Mm.
feel any guilt. I didn't feel any shame. I didn't feel any woulda, coulda, shoulda, if onlys. I didn't feel any
Yes.
of that. What ifs? I just looked at him. And I just thought, "Oh, you're so handsome. I love you. I'm so glad I have these videos and photos. I'm so glad
Mhm.
we had the short time together that we did.
Yes. And that's the miracle.
Yes.
That is a miracle.
Yes. The absolute miracle. And then I felt, oh, I can handle this purpose and my heart's healing. And
Mhm.
now I can expand my heart.
Yeah.
And boom, that's when everything lined up. And now a dream horse on my list shows up.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Now, here's though the details we got to pay attention to. My dream horse, which I had just, first of all, a month prior, I had taken a picture of another Frisian at my training barn. They had a
Mhm.
Frisian in training. I just love him. I love looking at him. He was so amazing. And I just happened to take pictures of him. Weird. And then the next thing that happened was I had talked to one of my trainers. I have 3 trainers that I ride with at the
Mhm.
same barn, and we talked about dream horses. His dream horse is the same as my dream horse,
Mm.
black saddlebred stallion, because I ride saddlebreds, not Frisian, saddlebred.
Mm.
But I'm looking at a Frisian because it's been on my list. I'm
Yeah.
not ready for a saddlebred yet. That I know, right? But he
Right.
had just happened to say to me his dream horse to ride is, and in the World Grand Championship is exactly the horse that I want to own and
Mhm.
ride and show. So
Yeah.
that was interesting, yes. But
Yeah.
here's the thing, stallion. So we have a stallion means the horse still has his testicles, yes, as
Yeah.
opposed to a gelding
Mhm.
where they don't have their testicles and they're no longer able to breed and procreate. So a stallion, they're high maintenance. It's like having a sports car versus a economy car,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
stallions are sports cars and a stallion is a Ferrari. So
Mhm.
on my dream list, I definitely wanted another stallion. I knew that one day, I want to have a stallion. I even said it out loud. But I'm just minding my own business, doing my thing, right?
Mhm. Right.
And so here's what ends up happening is that I get to the point where I'm okay with Angel. I'm on track to fulfill upon my purpose. It's going and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling grounded
Mhm.
that I can step up and step into my obsession. My distinction of obsession is being driven by pleasure. Pleasure. So my
Yeah.
obsession is horses.
Mhm.
Yes. So now I'm saying, "Oh, I can handle this. I can actually handle fulfilling upon my next level of purpose and open my heart up and expand it into possibly horses, another horse."
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
right? But
Mhm.
I knew I wasn't quite ready to handle a stallion. I said no stallion. So now my friend says, and it just lined up. It just happened organically, naturally. Hey, I really want you to see this horse because now I really have to get rid of it. And of course, I'm always going to look at a horse. I'm not stupid. I'm
Sure.
not dead. Just all right.
Of
And
course.
then he trailers it over and I see him and I look at him and then I ride him and I'm like, oh, yeah, this is great. But here's what, oh, I forgot to mention. So he gets the horse out of the trailer. We tie him up. I come out and all of a sudden I see these 2 huge testicles.
Ah.
Oh my God. No, they're not huge. They're regular size. But I had to
Yeah.
say that. I said, oh my God, is this horse a stallion? And I bend down to look.
Uh-huh.
What you can see is right there. You don't need to bend down.
Yeah.
I said, oh no. I said to my friend, wait, what are you doing? You told me this horse was a gelding because I had specifically asked him, but because of the language barrier, he didn't understand what that meant.
Ah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, how do you explain that? I said, okay, if he's a gelding, I'll take him because he's going to be easier to deal with.
Right.
He's going to be not as high maintenance as a Ferrari. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Mhm.
So you just get a Mercedes or you know what I'm saying, in the next
Yeah.
level luxury car, but you don't get a Maserati, a Lamborghini, or a Ferrari. Yeah.
Right,
So that's what I
exactly.
was willing to do,
Yeah.
is get something,
Yeah.
a
Uh-huh.
Lexus, a high end
Yeah.
Lexus. Yeah. 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 So I said, oh my God, I can't do this. So now I had to go into training and again to go, can I handle a stallion? meaning
Mm,
I can handle a stallion, but do I want to take on the responsibility and the extra added costs and time and energy that it takes to own
exactly.
a stallion?
Yes.
Yes. And my first priority is my purpose.
Yeah.
So I kept saying, no, no, I'm not doing it. Nice, but I'm not doing it. And I kept saying no. And as I'm saying no and staying in my conviction, right? And it's all aligning and my energy's high. I'm confronted, I'm working through it. All of a sudden I realized, okay, let me keep working through this to see if I can add this stallion to my plate. And what was really interesting is my friend kept waiting. He really wanted me to have this horse.
Mhm.
He wanted me to have, he's pretty much like telling me, he's going, okay, we could do a payment plan and we could do, this is a horse you don't give away. You have to sell the horse. I have to buy the
Right.
horse. But he was doing everything he possibly could to have me take the horse. And I'm like,
Yes.
no, not
Because he
yet.
wanted you to have it.
Exactly. Thank you, Marilyn. You so get me. I love you for that.
Yeah.
Right? He wanted me to have the horse, but I
Yes.
was taking a long time. I said, okay, yes, I'm interested, but we have to fix up some things and I have to focus on this and I have to do this. And I want to make sure I can handle it. And I want to make sure, because I'm still doing all these other things with construction. I don't want too much on my plate. I don't want to do anything, or, spontaneous and irresponsible. I didn't want to do something irrational. It's really, you know what I'm saying? When we overspend,
Yes.
frivolous. I didn't want to do anything frivolously. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So then I just kept waiting. He, my friend is just saying, okay, you still interested in the horse? I said, yes, we're still getting things fixed up. And I was just taking my time. And here's a big thing that I remember going through that process is at any moment in time, if it started to feel like he was forcing the horse on me, or really that wasn't him, I can't blame him for that, but meaning pressuring me to take the horse sooner, my answer would have been no, not meant to be. There it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, not meant to be. I was just still staying steady, my inner emotional mental course. And my spiritual side said, if it's meant to be, so it shall. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
And I just trusted the process, the
Yes.
universe, my spirituality, my intuition, my knowing, right?
Exactly.
My
Yeah.
sixth sense kept trusting it, and it was lining up, lining up. Finally, we're getting things fixed up. I'm seeing, yes, I can take on this responsibility. And then I said, okay, I started to get excited. And remember all that time I knew I wasn't excited, but you were there the whole time.
I was there the whole time, exactly.
Do you remember the process? I didn't do it impetuously. I didn't do
That's
it
right. You weren't
irrationally.
excited, you weren't excited about doing it, you
Nope.
weren't didn't
Like
feel
an
any
addiction high.
urgency.
Like an
Yeah.
addiction high excited. You
Yes,
see the
exactly.
difference? Which I
Yes,
used to have. Okay,
right.
good. Excellent. I'm sorry, what else were you saying?
Well, it's just that's it. You didn't feel the urgency. That you didn't feel an urgency like, "If I don't take this horse, it's my last chance." That
Exactly.
kinda urgency, "I have
Yep.
to do it now."
Yes, and I rode this horse, and he's a perfect horse for me because
Mhm.
he's great for my practice horse, and he knows how to dance, and he's like fancy and sweet and a stallion,
Yes.
right? Like I'm not going to lie, that's my favorite, stallions.
Yes, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you're right. But I did question why I wasn't excited, and I had to make the distinction and just right that because we're so used to the false addiction high, which is temporary, the quick fix,
Yes, yes,
versus the sustainable passion,
yes.
right? So then I worked through that and kept going. And then we got things fixed up. And then what ended up happening, we're getting closer and closer to taking the horse. And then all of a sudden, now it lined up where my friend had to, oh no, I forgot this part. So I'm taking so long. So my friend, without telling me, goes and lists this horse on Facebook Marketplace
Mm,
to see if he could sell it to someone else just in case I didn't take him. He didn't tell me why.
yeah.
It's just, it was taking a long time. And this is all about the miracle.
Mhm.
Okay. So he go lists the horse, but doesn't tell me he's listed the horse. And it doesn't matter to me because I was like, if it's meant to be, it shall be. And if it's not,
Yes.
it's not. I'm okay
Yes.
with it.
Yes.
Finally, the universe, this is karmic justice. This is like karmic intervention. I don't know what it is, but then I said, okay, yeah, I'm ready to take the horse soon. We just have a week or two. And then he goes, I want to tell you something. I listed the horse on Facebook Marketplace, and the guy came to see the horse and ride him. He got on the horse and he kept spurring him. Like he had his spurs on. He kept
Ah,
kicking him.
yeah, yeah,
And my friend freaked out.
yeah.
He freaked. He goes, no, this isn't going to work. I want her to have the horse. He didn't say that. He said, let me check with her to see if what she's going to do about the horse. And
Yes.
then he told me, and then I took him off Facebook Marketplace. He absolutely removed him for sale after that.
Mm.
After that. Okay. So what's coming up for you, Marilyn, when I told you that? Like, what are your comments?
Well, my
Yeah.
my thoughts are that was because you trusted
Uh huh.
that it was meant to be.
Exactly.
So the miracle is that whoever came was definitely the wrong person, and right away. And what strikes me about all this is how much your friend loves that horse.
Yes.
And that's why he wants you to have it, because he knows
Uh
your
huh.
heart.
Uh
He
huh.
knows your heart with horses.
Uh
And
huh.
that's why he wants you to have it, and not somebody because he loves this horse,
Uh
and he
huh.
wants someone who will love the horse to have the horse. I mean, the horse, having the good home for the horse is the most important thing for him.
Exactly. And he's not normally that guy. That's how I knew how much he loved this particular horse.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. And so thank you for bringing that up. You're brilliant. Yeah, exactly. But how do we explain this? Right? How does science explain I'm trusting. I know if it's meant to be, it will, and if it's not, it won't be.
Yes.
And then the wrong guy shows up to ride the horse.
Yes.
That's karma.
Yes. Yes,
That's
exactly.
karma.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes,
And
exactly.
oh my gosh. So that sparked my friend to say, okay, that is it. That was the thing that put him over to the top to say, no one's getting this horse. She has to take this horse,
Yes,
like you were
yes.
saying. And also he knows that the horse will have the best home.
Exactly.
But yes. And so it was who I was being is the bottom
Yes.
line. That
Exactly.
mhm.
Who
Yeah.
you were being
Yep.
in the circumstances that created the miracle.
Yeah, so that's what was so fascinating to me. One
Mhm.
miracle after another. I was very fortunate. Oh, here's another thing that happened. We, tr- I tried to take the horse sooner because he's a stallion. He was so crazy. He was losing weight. He was pacing back and forth in the arena.
Mhm.
So they had to take him back home. I said, nope, we can't do it. We got to fix things up. We got to figure out a way. So it took me all this time too to fix it up.
Mhm.
And then one day, uh, there was a miscommunication, and my friend brings the horse back. I said, what are you doing? I didn't say we're ready to take the horse. We still have to fix this and this. He takes him back again,
Yeah.
back to his house. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Finally,
Yeah.
the third strike is like, you got to take him tomorrow because we're selling the house.
Mhm.
So, in his distress, I end up getting a dream. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right? And it
Yes.
worked out because everything had been fixed up. It just worked out so, again, to precision.
Yeah.
Right?
And
And yeah.
the whole time
Mhm.
who you're being is not, I have to have this horse.
Yep.
Who you're being is, if this is meant to be,
Mhm.
I will have this horse.
Mhm.
And you were waiting. You waited for, you waited.
Yeah, well, I wasn't so much waiting as I was just continuously working on myself to
Yes.
be grounded and in place of power.
Yes,
and
exactly.
the ability to take on more responsibility and handle a
Right.
Ferrari, not a
Mhm.
high-end Lexus.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes,
right?
yes. Yeah.
And then now, I mean, so this is a restored, like, used Ferrari, because eventually I'm gonna get the brand spanking new high-end Ferrari straight out of the off the lot, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So, I keep leveling up to see how the material world is matching the
Yes.
levels.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
And so these are the things, and this is how I function. I functioned well before I even became this coach, and I did even this type of work, right? I have
Mhm.
been able to manifest so many things with the power of thought, with the
Yes.
power of thought backed by emotions and feelings. And it
Yes.
just
Yes.
appears over and over. Hence all my other
Yes.
horses and my things and my cars and all of it, artwork. So
Yes.
that's the part that we really want to talk about, the mysterious,
Yeah.
right? The
Yeah.
magnetism, the manifestation of miracles through the power of
Yes.
thought. Now we're at Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon
Yeah.
Hill. Yes.
Yes, even the ranch itself.
Yes, exactly. Is that all came out of power of thought? Even the money came later. Like there was
Yes.
no money, right?
Yeah.
So I was able to manifest all of it,
Mhm.
right? Through thought, through intention, through visualization. Like I could see it in my mind's eye. And I don't even have to visualize for that long. I
Mhm.
just see it, it tracks. I want it. The key here is guess what? Full circle, I let it go.
Yeah.
I'm on no timeline and I'm back to if it's meant to be, it shall be.
Yeah.
Although I didn't think that the first time around, I almost lost one horse, another black stallion, saddlebred stallion, actually. Isn't that interesting?
Mhm.
Right? I won't get into the big story, but that horse almost didn't come to me, but I was not at a place, is well before this coaching stuff. I was not in a place to say if it's meant to be. All I did was the moment the owner, I said I was going to buy the horse. Then he said, sorry, I sold it to somebody else. I started bawling.
Ah,
I started crying. And I didn't do it on purpose. I just naturally started crying, bawling though.
yes.
And the owner said, okay, I changed my mind. You can have him, because he also wanted me to love this horse like he loved this horse that he raised
Mm,
from a baby. And my beingness didn't even know it. Didn't even know
yeah,
it back then. Does that make
yeah.
sense?
Yes, it does.
Hmm. So this is horses. In my particular experience, it's the horse that is the manifestation, the material world, right? The reality.
Mhm.
But this goes for to every human being on the planet, whatever the material thing is for you, for them, the same principles apply.
Yeah.
The same principles apply. And that's
Mhm.
why I really want to emphasize, what else am I envisioning for myself and my life? What are you envisioning for yourself and your life? And being committed and dedicated to training the brain, right?
Yes,
And
yes.
mind to trust, to have
Mhm.
confidence, courage, yes, to have faith,
Yes,
blind faith,
exactly,
yes,
exactly. Mhm.
and believe without attachment and expectations.
Yeah, without attachment and expectations.
Exactly. And the need to mask pain. See, that's the
Yes.
biggest thing,
Yeah.
right? Is getting to the level of transformation, consciousness evolution, to not need anyone or anything to feel good or to define ourselves,
Yes.
to validate our worth.
Yes.
You see this?
Yeah.
And so that's a place in our beingness to strive for,
You're
in
right.
our thought process to strive for, in
Exactly.
our habits and behaviors to strive for. Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes.
So now the thing I have to say is, when it comes to manifesting the material world of things, it's really
Mhm.
easy for me.
Yes.
Especially, I have to say, horses.
Mhm.
So that's what's so bizarre. That's something I'm just kind of researching and working with from a
Mhm.
case study standpoint. But what
Mhm.
I do know about that is there's such a connection, an alignment, and an obsession to the horse.
Mhm.
Like the horse is my spirit, no question about that.
Right.
Yes.
Yes,
So then
exactly.
you want to be asking yourself and everyone or anyone listening, what is that thing that you have an obsession for? Yes.
Yes.
That you almost can't explain it.
Exactly.
Yeah, right? But I use horses. I don't want to confuse people. It's not about the horse at all.
Exactly. It's not the horse.
No.
It's that something that is special to you.
Yes.
Something that is
Yes.
special to you personally, and it could be anything.
It could be anything or anyone.
Yes.
Okay, anything or anyone. But again, remove the horse, remove the material world.
Mhm.
It's irrelevant. What's relevant is our self perceptions,
Yes.
our thoughts about ourselves,
Yes.
right? Negative or positive,
And
everywhere in between.
who we're being in whatever the circumstances is. Who are
Right.
we
Which,
being?
yeah. So let's make that distinction of beingness. What does that even
Mhm.
mean to newbies? So people are new into self development. What does that even mean? Well, we're human beings, not human doers or human havers.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Being means how are we feeling?
Yeah.
How are we feeling? What energy are we emitting through
Mhm.
our energy?
Yeah. And that ties back to our last podcast. If our energy is blaming other people,
Uh-huh.
being a victim, if
Mhm.
that is our energy, then that's what we get. So we're being that we don't have the power.
Exactly.
But if we're being that we are the one who is, I use the word responsible, that we are the one who's responsible for what's happening rather than blaming circumstances or other people, then we have the power, and the power is what attracts.
Yes, it's a highly elevated frequency or algorithm. Yes,
Exactly. Yeah,
right?
exactly. And
So,
and you're so
yes.
good at explaining that, much better than I am. So,
Yes, thank
yes.
you. Yes, exactly, and that's all that matters is we're constantly sending out that high, pure, best, uh, frequency,
Yeah.
energy,
Yeah.
brain to brain frequency. Yes, vibrational
Exactly.
frequency. Yes,
Exactly.
but it's
Mhm.
all stemmed from the unconscious and subconscious. That's the
Exactly.
big difference.
Yes.
It has to sink in and become the new default, the new automated
Mhm.
way, so to
Right.
speak. Yes.
Yes. And now that you have this new horse,
Yes.
how is it different from um, your relationship with Angel?
Okay. Well, great question. You're brilliant and glorious. How it's different is Angel was not on my dream list. Angel was an angel sent from heaven, if you will, by my deceased father. That's big.
Mhm.
So that's a big difference. Is angel okay, I don't know how they say it, was the oh gosh, I know shoot. It's like angel was an angel that came to teach me a lesson.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
Tied to my father.
Mhm.
And my new horse, his name is Arion Vray.
Mhm.
And Arion was a horse that I created through my thought process.
Mhm.
Angel was like a gift
Mhm.
in retrospect, but he
Yeah.
was never on my dream list. He
Mhm.
was a bonus, but
Mm.
he was here for a purpose.
Yes.
I know the word I'm looking for, you know, oh gosh, or it'll come to me, but it's when he's an angel. That was one of the reasons I took him is I said, "What's his name, by the way?" Like, rush, rush,
Yeah.
rush. I'm not in the mood for a horse right now. What's his name? And then, the guy said, Angel. And I said, okay, now I got to take him because I knew it was a spiritual tie to this horse.
Yes. Yes. Uh-huh.
That's what Angel was. So the difference is Angel in hindsight, was an angel, like an earth horse angel
Mm-hmm.
that was here to teach me a lesson and to expand my spirit, my soul, and my heart,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so now Arion is here because I wanted him, like, he's part of my dream list and magnetizing, yet an earthbound dream.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But Arion is also asking me to level up, pay attention, right?
Yeah.
And step into greater responsibility
Mm-hmm.
and obligation and accountability.
Yes.
Arion,
Accountability.
yeah,
Accountability.
yeah. So with Arion, he's also teaching me. So we can call him essentially an earth angel, but not so obvious. He's not an
Mm-hmm.
obvious. The difference with Arion is he's my boy.
Mm-hmm.
He is here because I asked for him.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for, well, I was looking at horses at one point, but then I stopped. Then my dad passes, and then the horse came.
Mm-hmm.
They said, "Hey, I have a horse." I'm like, "No, no, no, I'm done. I'm not looking. My dad just died."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I guess the same thing happened with Arion. So I don't know what I'm saying. All I know is there is a difference. The
Mm-hmm.
energy of the horses are different. And I can say, so Arion's just okay. So Arion, the difference is Arion is the next physical material extension of my next inner consciousness level.
Yes. And what
That's
you've
it.
expressed to me about that is that he's not based on covering
Pain.
up pain.
Oh, thank you.
He's not based
Yes.
he's not
Yes.
based on covering up pain.
Yeah. And now, thank you for bringing that up. If we look back, Angel did mask a little bit of the pain of my father passing.
Mhm. Yes.
No question. It
Mhm.
wasn't obvious and it wasn't like in my face, and it's still not. It was extremely subtle.
Mhm.
But wow, Marilyn, exactly spot on
Mhm.
is that Arion is in the obsession energy and the desire energy of what I've been wanting. And I'm finally with on the outside is what I wanted. And I'm finally on the inside at a place within myself to have manifested, magnetized him.
Yes.
You see
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Because I've been extremely responsible, no blame or shame, like, oh God, I got to go out there and work him. So I've actually been on top of it. I'm out
Mhm.
there more. I work him almost every day. I'm out there every day to feed him his lunch and his check on him. It's a totally different feel.
Yeah.
It's more like ease, it flows, it, and I'm actually, can you believe this? I'm actually training this horse myself. I'm not even a horse
Yes.
trainer.
Yes. Yes.
But he comes with the basics for the horse for everything that he is, but he's not a saddlebred horse. He doesn't have the same saddle or the same bridle headgear. He's totally different. And so now I'm taking on even more responsibility and being even more accountable to level up. And the only reason I'm able to do this is because I first and foremost am leveling up in my own mind and brain and emotional feeling bandwidth to,
Yes.
and my heart bandwidth.
Yes.
So this is what I'm saying. The more we evolve self, sense of self, develop
Yes.
consciousness that serves self so that we feel empowered, right?
Yes.
And have this unconditional love, right, for ourselves, even in
Yes.
failure. and
Yes.
mistakes, right? And bouts of self-hatred or
Right.
self-dislike,
Yeah.
we can transform that regardless of any and all circumstances, especially regardless of mentality and
Yeah.
emotionality.
And
Yes,
it's so counterintuitive. You
totally.
know, when you are on the plane, it says put your mask on first.
Mhm.
And the scripture says love your neighbor as yourself.
Exactly.
So it's very counterintuitive
Yep. Yeah.
that we have to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of other people.
Right. But not just take care of ourselves, understand our brain and our
Yes.
minds
Yes, exactly.
and keep the heart intact, like connected to it.
Yes, exactly.
It's a tall order. And as it looks, it's kind of frightening how very little humans do this. But we're almost done here.
Yes.
So thank you for that question in terms of the difference
Mhm.
is yes, the difference is in short, Angel was still a little bit part of the addiction cycle where Ariane is now part of the obsession cycle.
Yes,
And I'm
yes.
getting closer and closer to my my outside goals, my external goals in life,
Yes.
but it's only due to getting closer and closer to self mastery, self evolution, right? Self
Exactly.
revolution, self revelation, like all of it, self actualization,
Yes.
psychologically speaking,
Mhm.
is really having self sovereignty,
Yes.
dominion over my perceptions, my thoughts, my feelings.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
to not just transform, but transcend.
Exactly. And that's really what
Yes,
you've done is you've definitely transcended
yes,
and
yes.
you've transcended the pain and loss of losing Angel
Hmm.
and you've transcended pain and loss.
Yes. Absolutely. Only to gain more of what I wanted. So what's weird, I have to say this, is I was wanting consciously, I would have taken Arion. I named him, that was not the name he came with. He actually came with the name Demonio, which is demon.
Yes.
Isn't that interesting? Right? That's his
Yeah.
registered name. And he had that look when he first got here. It was crazy. But
Yeah.
okay, wait, what was I gonna say? Oh no, I lost that train of thought. What was I saying is so important? Um, pleasure. What was I saying, Marilyn?
Well, how it's counterintuitive about the pleasure. Where do we find pleasure? And it's not where we
Oh, the
are most
stallion thing.
sincere. Yeah. Okay.
I wanted him consciously as a gelding because it would have made a light easier for me to deal with him.
Yes.
Less
Yes.
responsible. I had to be less accountable, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that,
Yeah.
right? But
Right.
instead of saying, oh, no, and step down, I stepped up. That's
Yes.
the point. I stepped up
Yes.
into I can handle this stallion. I got to be on my
Yes.
toes. I got to be more conscious. I got to be more responsible, more accountable. I can't just and I had to train myself to take it on, and I did. Does that make
Yes.
sense?
Yes.
Is yes. So now I can handle the stallion. What I'm saying is this is so important and vitally prolific. My dream list said stallion. I forgot I said stallion, so they sent me a stallion.
Yes, exactly.
That's what I want. Science can't explain that. That's the brain frequency. It's always going to be a stallion with me.
Yeah.
Always,
Yes.
right? But then I had to think, oh God, that's a lot of work. I can't handle it. I can't do it. I got this going. I got that going. You see this?
Yes.
And so that's what's so magical
Mhm.
is the magician, the universe, whomever is orchestrating this
Mhm.
said, "Oh, I see the list here. It says Black Stallion. It's always been on your list, Black Stallion." Right?
Yeah, exactly. And
And
so
yeah,
what you got is what you wished for.
exactly. So watch out for what you wish for too on the flip side.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
And the last so what's the big takeaway for you here?
Well, the big takeaway for me is that if I want to expand my capacity,
Hmm.
then I get to examine myself,
Bingo.
examine myself.
Hmm.
And that's what expands my ability. That's what expands my usefulness
Yeah,
to the
exactly.
world. My contribution,
Hmm.
my contribution comes in my being able to expand my capacity to be with to be with others, to be with life, to be with the circumstances, to be.
Yeah, it's just to be and just to be with you. The rest is icing on the
Exactly.
cake. Being with anyone
Exactly.
else is irrelevant.
Yes.
That's my whole point.
It is so difficult to be
I
with
know.
yourself.
Yeah, well, exactly. And you're not formally training for it, so it's going to be even harder. But at least,
Exactly.
you're still in my life and we're friends,
Yeah.
right? And feel like family together. But even that, unless we train for and understand it, and we're in the coaching of it, and the actual um, formality of it,
Yes. Yeah.
yes,
Uh-huh.
that's what makes a difference. So that's all we got to get here. Is
Yeah.
there for the taking. The only
Yes.
thing you need is your own brain and mind, and to
Yes.
show up and show up and show up. But this is the magic. This is the
Yeah.
miracles on the other side. Science can't explain it. It's the weirdest
Yeah.
thing. I live it
Yeah.
every day and still refining it, still becoming
Yes.
better, still
Yes.
mastering, and then the next level, the next level, the next
Yes.
level. But
Yes.
this is why self examination and digging deep and
Mhm.
understanding self is
Yes.
so vitally um, uh, miraculously important, is because the miracles are always on the other side. The
Yeah.
miracles are right there for the taking.
Yes.
Yeah. And
And
they're
there's
not only on the other side, they're happening as we speak.
yeah. And there's no self-evolution if you don't.
Exactly. Wow. We can end on that. There is no
Yes.
self evolution. And that's why, thank you for the power of self evolution to my listeners, to you,
Thank you.
Marilyn, for being the brilliant sparkle of light in my life on the planet, for
Thank you.
humanity in the world,
Thank
and
you.
in the eyes of God for you.
Thank
Yes,
thank you.
relationship with God.
Yes.
And so here it is. This is why facing self, dealing with the pain, right? And healing the wounds, the unconscious wounds, the subconscious wounds, right? That you don't think are there. They're there.
They're there.
That's
Yes.
why it's worth it, because there's so much inexplicable extraordinariness that I don't even know what I'm running out of words. I have to use my gigantic thesaurus to use. It's stunning, it's spectacular, it's mind-blowing. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And it's amazing, because this is just the beginning,
Yes.
right? This is just the beginning. So thank you all. And any last words from you, Marilyn?
Well, just thank you so much. And thank you for your brilliance. I so appreciate it. I'm so happy to be your friend and your chosen godmother. Thank you.
Aw. Yes, you are definitely chosen
I
godmother.
love you.
I
Thank you.
love you too. Thank you so much for being with me. And then you'll be
Yes.
with us, I'm sure, shortly and
Yes.
soon, once
Yes.
again. Yes?
Thank you.
All right, you're
Yes.
welcome. And I'm wishing everyone, you, Marilyn, especially, massive miracles and magic and
Yes.
wonderfulness and aliveness and
Yes.
vitality and
Yes.
and
Yes.
exuberance and electrifying energy.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. So thank you
Yes.
all. And
Thank you.
alrighty.